Come on. There we go. Okay. So you go to data, and then you go to, like, I go to the left side of the drop down menu, and it will say from web. Do you see that part?
Hold on. Okay, so create a new one. Go to data, and then what?
It will say from web.
Yeah.
Click on from web, and then it's going to ask for a URL. So you basically just take the URL from the mormonwiki.com, you paste it into here, and then hit OK.
All right.
Hey.
Hey, there we go. What's up, man?
Hey, how much?
Go. Okay.
And then when you hit OK, it's going to pull up a navigator, and it's going to have a couple different tables that you can select from. So in the navigator, you do want to select the box that says select multiple items. And the tables that I selected, because you need basically all those tables. So you want to select table 0, table 1, table 2, and table 3.
It's not pulling up the navigator.
What did it pull up for you?
So it just shows the link. So I'm going to click import.
Yeah,
Hold on.
we might have different versions of Excel.
Maybe. Import data. Do you want to import the data? Existing worksheet. Yes, yes. Hold on. Oh, that's interesting. So I imported everything, but then it just like literally all of the information was just put on the Excel worksheet.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna, I don't know what to do there actually. What? I think what I can do is just.
You might be able to copy and paste.
Yeah.
The problem is what I found running or doing that with like LDS.org is it puts it all in one column.
Right.
So what's nice about being able to do the whole importing the table and whatnot is it actually filtered everything for me and gave me all the columns, and I can filter everything as I please, which is nice. But
well, I might be able to just filter it myself if I create it or put it into a filter.
Cool.
I'll try that out.
Okay, so let's see. Okay.
Dedication date. Date filters.
So I see that I think Laura sent another link. Do you think she's in that one and doesn't know about this?
Possibly. I invited everyone to the, like, just like a chat in like the Gmail, and she's in it. So
Those don't really show up all that well.
Let's see there. I think it's because I clicked on the first one on accident, thinking that was the one that we were in now, but maybe she's on the one that we did last week, and she's not on the newest one.
Right.
Okay, hopefully.
much of this have you guys gotten done?
Not much, to be honest. I'm still trying to figure out how to be able to put this data into Excel.
Wonder if I could share my screen here. Yep, I can. Let's see, we'll do this screen right here. Oh, whoa. Okay.
Whoa.
All right, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh,
where is it? There we go. Okay, so here's the website, right?
mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna copy that link,
Right.
minimize that, and then I go to data. Now it's got a couple of these options here. You can also do get data, and it says like from online services or from other sources. You can just click from web either way. So from web, and then it pulls up this window. Did you get this window?
It looks a little bit different. Let me try a different way.
Because like you also can do this. If you go to the search bar and type in web query, or it just says get data from web, it pulls up this screen.
That's not
Oh gosh.
from other sources. Hold on. See, it pulls up like it does, like it's doing right now. Where did
On
you
my
go from
screen.
there? Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I did. Oh well, actually, I haven't done this part, but it just says, let's see, click next to the tables you want to import. Okay. So we go to import.
Right, and then it shows
Let's
that.
see, worksheet. Let's do a new worksheet. It's gonna see. Oh, and then that's what it does for you. Is just
Yeah.
that.
Well, and then it does that.
Okay.
Okay, so how are you pulling up the? Hi guys.
Hey, welcome. Okay, so I'm doing a screen share right now. I think Barclay's having some issues too. So this is what I have so far, right here. So it has like all the information. So like Kirkland Temple, all the others that are active right now, ones that are under construction, and ones that have been announced.
Okay.
The way
And
that I
we're
got
only
that.
supposed to be dealing with the active ones, if I remember the
Right.
video correctly.
Right.
So how did you get it to upload like that?
So this is what I did. I went to data and I clicked from data or from web, sorry, and it imports the data from a web page.
Okay.
And you put in the web page here, but I'm not sure if you're gonna get the same thing I did, because I know Barkley didn't.
Well, I think I can figure out how to do it from here. The problem is Excel doesn't recognize the 1800s, right? And so I have it all back in order, except for the last 5, which is the Logan Temple, Manti Temple,
Well,
Mountain Utah Temple, St. George, and Salt Lake temples.
Yeah, well, actually, the list that it pulls up for you, it's all the information's there, actually.
Yeah, and I'm filtering it now, so it's not. I mean, it's not terrible, so I can.
Yeah, let's see.
I'm just trying to. I'm just gonna have to copy and paste a little bit differently. Well, maybe I can.
Yeah. So, what was the? Because I went to a different spot for the temples. What was the one that you opened?
So I went from Mormon Wiki just because LDS.org didn't work. I actually posted the link in the Gmail chat.
Okay.
So you can just go to that URL and then you can paste that URL into the import from web.
There's the.
There we go.
Okay. So
If you want to know what I did, I kind of just went
In the
through
group
and
chat.
the group chat. What did you do?
I just went through and manually input them all.
Oh my gosh.
And
Wow. How long did that take you?
Not too terribly long, but it did take a while. But I mean, it made it a lot easier on the graphs, to be completely honest, because I was just able to copy straight into the graphs.
That is nice.
So I'm done for the most part.
Okay. That's awesome.
You guys made the graphs yet?
Not yet. So, basically what we have to do, what did we have to do? I've just been spending the whole time trying to get this dumb thing imported.
Yeah,
So you have
so
to go ahead. Sorry.
she is supposed to have how many temples from each prophet, right? One sheet, yeah, one sheet, and then the second sheet / graph is supposed to have how many temples were in operation each year from 1825 to 2025.
Okay.
The hard thing about this information is it shows who dedicated the temple, but it doesn't show what president was presiding when that happened. And like some of them, it's got the president, right? But like Daniel H. Wells dedicated the St. George, Utah temple, but it doesn't say who was the president that was.
So I
During that
went
time.
back and I looked at each president's year. I pulled up a page of when they were president of the church, and I compared that with when each temple was done.
Oh, gotcha.
Does that make sense? So like, even if it was just an apostle, not the prophet himself, I would be like, okay, so it was 1855. I know that this guy was president at that time.
My thing is when you start getting into the 80s and the 90s, you have to pay attention to what month it is.
Yes, you do.
Because some will be, even though it's 80, they're both 85. One's the one president before and one's the other president after. Because
right, yeah, you just have to be very careful about it.
Yeah.
Especially between Howard W. Hunter, Gordon B. Hinckley, and Thomas S. Monson.
Now, the only temple that was dedicated while Joseph Smith was president was the Kirtland, right? Or the Nauvoo as well. Sorry. So just two.
no, the Nauvoo temple was dedicated. Well, no, it was finished and then rededicated, was it? Because they had it open and working during that one. I was kind of arguing with. I went back and looked at some of the historical stuff because they hadn't completed building it until the same year that he died.
So we don't know actually.
Because it was 1844, but according to one of the things on the LDS.org, it was after he was.
It was. Sorry, I'm just like thinking back to like all of the church videos that I watched when I was younger, and the death of Joseph Smith was while the temple was still being built.
They had parts of it opened, so like it was partially dedicated, but it wasn't, complete.
I think they'll give us a little bit of leeway on the early church history, to be completely honest.
I hope so. That was the other thing I was trying to. Okay, so we had the old Nauvoo temple, and now we have the new Nauvoo temple. Am I supposed to count them both as we're doing this cumulative thing?
I would just do basically just count it as one, maybe the original, either or. I mean,
because it was reopened in 2002.
Right, and then now it's closed again. So it's like, how do we really count it? So I would just basically count it as being dedicated, but not as working.
Okay, yeah, my list here is dedicated. So number of temples dedicated while presiding. So at least I didn't jack that up. And it just does not want to upload.
John Taylor. Oh.
Okay, in the chat, I'm seeing the link to the Hangouts, but not the link to the wiki list that you had.
It should have been just right under the Hangouts link. Or actually, it might have been right above because I sent it twice. Yeah, so it's right above, hey Laura, we started a video already.
Oh, I see it.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's in order now. Alright. And then, so yeah, we have to put like the number of temples each prophet dedicated, right?
Right.
Okay. So
Well, the number of temples that were dedicated while that prophet was presiding.
Presiding.
Oh. Wait a minute.
Are we allowed? I'm still a little unfamiliar on what we're allowed to discuss on this chat. Are we allowed to say what information we got for each prophet?
Oh yeah, like we can basically discuss anything in our group. We just
Gotcha.
can't discuss anything with other groups.
Okay.
So,
Because what go ahead, sorry.
No, sorry. Go ahead.
Just what I'm seeing is for President Joseph Smith, President Brigham Young, and President John Taylor, they each only had one temple that was dedicated while they were presiding. Because I'm taking the Nauvoo as Brigham Young was one that. Well, no, if it's the Nauvoo, then President Brigham Young had two then. And then, because for Joseph Smith, it was the Kirkland. For Brigham Young, it was the Nauvoo and Logan. Is that right? No, the St. George. And then for President Taylor, it was the Logan. Right?
I think so. I'm still just trying to figure out how to sort this information, just because. I guess I don't necessarily need years, do I? Or I need actual days. Because it's hard to sort this stuff because it's got like the month and the day.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see.
Are we supposed to do a cumulative on this one?
I think so.
On the first sheet, I mean. So even though only 2 were dedicated for Brigham Young, that still counts as 3. Like you.
I don't think I did cumulative. I did cumulative for temples actually in service.
Okay.
But not for temples dedicated.
So that's the second sheet where it's supposed to be cumulative. The first sheet is just which ones.
Right. The first one is like a tab. The second one is a cumulative for the church.
Okay. And what was the one that was during John Taylor's time?
That was the Logan. Is that right? John Taylor. Yeah, the Logan Temple.
And then Wilford Woodruff had the Salt Lake City Temple was completed for him.
Yeah, Wilford Woodruff was the Salt Lake and the Manti.
Ah.
And then I don't think Lorenzo Snow had any.
Not that I can find.
So then we just go to Heber J. Grant.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm seeing Heber J. Grant has 4. Is that right?
He had the Hawaii Temple, the Alberta Temple, and the Mesa Temple.
Oh, 3. Okay, so I don't know why it has John Taylor. Oh, I might have had John Taylor clicked as well. Yeah, that was my problem. So 3. 3. Or that was Heber
That
J.
was Joseph. Oh, so sorry.
Was that
Joseph-
Joseph F. Smith?
Joseph F. Smith. Well, this is confusing.
What did I? What
No, I
did
gotcha.
Heber J. Grant. Yeah.
Joseph
so
F. Smith is 0. Heber J. Grant is 3. Yeah, right.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see
Yeah.
anything from Joseph F. Smith
3.
and George Albert Smith.
So Lorenzo Snow is 0 then?
Yes.
Lorenzo Snow and Joseph F. Smith are 0.
Heber J.
Just-
Grant is 3.
I've got Spencer W. Kimball has 17. And I've got Gordon B. Hinckley has 49. I'm kind of working my way backwards, so.
Okay, cool.
David O. McKay, followed by Jim. Is that song running in anyone
Yeah.
else's mind?
And the hard
Yeah.
part is I'm back in primary again, and they've changed it again. I'm like, okay, I remember from when I was actually in primary, and then we still
Mhm.
added 2 more profit, and now we're like 4 more
Yeah.
profits. I just
Yeah.
that song now messes me up.
That's funny.
It's like the young women's thing. It used to be one way when I was a young woman, and now it's they've added to it. I'm like, yeah. 10 years of doing it one way, I'm going to have to read it or I'm going to check up the end. It's just the way it is. Okay.
So, I'm seeing David O. McKay has 5.
That's what I got as well. Joseph Fielding Smith. Is Joseph Fielding Smith 2 or is Harold Lee? How long was Joseph Fielding Smith? Ooh, July 2nd.
Joseph Fielding Smith.
So the one that it says Harold B. Lee was the one. I think that was still Joseph Fielding Smith was the prophet. So I think Joseph Fielding Smith has 2.
Okay.
And then Harold B. Lee. 3. I don't think Harold B. Lee had any.
Let's see. Wait. Harold B. Lee, and then it has parentheses reader.
Yeah, I think Joseph Fielding Smith was still the prophet at that time because Joseph Fielding Smith was a prophet till July of 72.
Gotcha. And Spencer W. Kimball had 17.
Yes.
And Ezra
That one I
Taft
got.
Benson. Awesome.
Ezra Taft Benson was from 85 to 94.
Seeing 2.
For who?
Ezra Taft Benson.
Okay. I'm working on President Monson right now.
Oh, nice.
How are you calculating this right now? Are you just looking at the names and then counting from there?
Basically,
Because-
it shows all the. So if you go to the actual name, well, yeah.
Because the hard thing is, like, from 83 through 86, it shows that President Gordon B. Hinckley dedicated all of those temples, but he wasn't the prophet presiding at that time.
Right. Let's see.
I took the list of dedicated temples off of the LDS.org, and I'm just fitting the month and the year into like whatever ones fall between January of 2008 and January of 2018, and then I'm just
Gotcha.
Mm,
clicking on them and counting. It's slow and laborious, but it's going faster than me trying to get the stupid thing to upload the way it's supposed to.
mhm.
That's exactly what I did.
Yeah. It's
I-
just. Yeah.
After spending because it just doesn't want to upload for some reason. I tried your wiki thing. I tried the LDS. I was like, okay, fine. I'll just
Yeah.
highlight, and then the ones that are highlighted, I will count.
Yep.
Um,
Let's see. So. Let's move this over. So now. Let's see. Ezra Taft. We're on Ezra Taft Benson, right?
yeah. I think Ezra Taft Benson had 9. If I'm correct.
11. I'm seeing.
Because he was from
30th.
85 to 94.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
For who? Oh. I'm sorry. Who are you looking at?
Ezra Taft Benson.
If he has how many?
I think 9. I can recount though, because he was from
3, 4, 5,
November of
6,
'85
7.
to May of '94.
I'm seeing 8 because
November.
the Orlando, Florida temple was October 9th, 1994, and he was from.
He
was
only made it to May 30th, 1994.
5, 6, 7,
So that's
8, 9.
So
Right, but that's still. So he was from Seoul, Korea to San Diego, California. And
Let's
that's
see.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Seoul, Korea to California? Wait,
Yeah.
where? California.
That's 9 in there, right?
So.
Seoul,
So-
Korea.
Okay, so he started November 5th, 1989. So he starts from Chicago, Illinois. So there's 1985, right? Yeah.
He starts from Seoul,
no.
Korea.
You're
'cause that's
right.
August.
It's Seoul, Korea. You're right.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And then San Diego,
9.
California is 9,
Yes.
right?
Wait. So he died or
And
presided until May 30th, 1994.
right.
So wouldn't
The San Diego temple is 93.
right? Okay, so yeah, I was thinking you were including the Orlando for some reason. So,
No.
let's see. We got
Howard W. Hunter, did he?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And Howard W. Hunter was only 1, right?
I believe so.
President Monson.
he became the prophet while I was in the MTC.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Very fancy.
That was a long time ago.
When did President Monson become? January 2008.
Okay, I've got 34 for President Monson.
Oh cool.
You have
Okay.
34?
Yep.
I have 35.
Oh, this again. I'll see it. So it's from 2008, January 2027.
So Rexburg to Cedar City Temple. Right?
So, yeah,
Don't think I'm looking at the same list that you are.
so I'm looking at the list of temples just on LDS.com.
Yeah, I went to LDS.org and it was dedicated.
.org, yeah.
You know, the year every temple was dedicated.
1, 2,
Right. That's what I'm looking at as well.
This one's in alphabetical order rather than by year. So
Which one are you talking about?
President Monson,
How many do you have?
34.
I have 34. Yeah.
So let me see if I missed one.
Well, do we think that maybe the information that I'm pulling from, which is on Wikipedia, is different than the information you guys are pulling from, which is on LDS.org?
Yeah, because I went to LDS.org.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
How many do you have for Gordon B. Hinckley?
49.
What did you guys get for Monson?
34.
Gosh, I keep getting 35.
But I think our information is different because I
Well,
know
I mean,
for a
I'm-
fact that it's 35 on the information that we have on Wikipedia.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm reading on LDS.org to 35. So it starts from let's see.
Must have missed one. Just a sec. Let me.
So Rexburg, Idaho, it starts from there. It goes basically all the way down to Cedar City.
Yeah.
And that's 30.
And that's what I have as well. And then what's nice about Excel, so I have this information pasted on Excel and I just highlight all of it and it gives me the count for all of them. And I have 35.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was getting to.
Must have missed one or something.
But either way, we have more temples dedicated than the number that we're showing. So that would be 128 total. And we have 150 something dedicated.
Let's see.
Somebody needs to maybe check back in the video because there was one part that he got kind of specific about. Well, no, this counts as dedicated, but he said something about active. Is that the other sheet?
Yeah, so this is on sheet 1, just the number of temples dedicated.
Okay.
And then we make a graph for the temples that are active, I believe, right? The next sheet.
Mm-hmm.
And then now on the sheet 2, we also have to fill out the total operating temples for each year.
What's the difference between the number of temples that are dedicated and the number of temples that are active?
It's like, I guess it grows exponentially, and then we have to figure out like when Nauvoo was no longer active, and then have to reactivate it.
That's what I was wondering about.
Let's see. So,
do we think that it's 30 different though?
Oh. Oh, this is going to be annoying.
Okay, so how many prophets have 0 temples? Lorenzo Snow has 0. Joseph F. Smith has 0.
I have 3.
Yeah.
George Albert Smith has 0.
Well, and Russell
Harold
M. Nelson, right?
Oh, yeah, 4.
All right, guys, I gotta go.
You're fine. Hey, real quick, Christian.
Yep.
What did you do for sheet 2? How did you get all the temples for each year?
Let me pull it up. I did it manually.
Wow. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, it's
Alrighty. Alrighty. Well, no problem.
I don't know if there's I'm sure there's a faster way of doing it.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I mean, I just went in and I just added cumulative all the way from 1825 to current.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, cool, man.
All
Well,
right,
thanks for coming, dude.
All right, bye.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right.
Okay. So
70 to 72.
let's see. So 1825.
Oh, gosh.
Was there any in 1825?
No.
I don't think so.
0 from 1825 to 34.
Oh, you guys are already on the other. 0 from 1825 to, you said 34?
Yeah. And then it looks like from 34. Wait. Isn't it the 36?
Is it 36? I'm
I
trying
think
to
it's
remember.
36. I think it's 36. And
And
then
these
there's
are
one.
these are active, right? That are
Yeah, active. So 36 has
because the
Eight-
Kurt
has
one
one.
isn't active.
Yeah, so it's active in 1836.
But
And
then when
then-
does it become no longer active?
We'll get to that. um,
we'll do the minusing after, right?
yeah. So it looks like there's only one active all the way up till 1846. So we can just put one all the way up to 45, and then there will be two. 46.
Oh gosh,
Okay.
46 to
Yeah, this is where it gets hard because my columns and how everything's filtered has it going by the day, month, year, so it just filters the day first. So it's like 23rd of December, and if I put it in order, it will just do it by like, 1st of August, 1st of June, 1st of October, and all the actual years are mixed up.
uh-huh.
So I gotta figure out a way to get the actual years to work.
Oh gosh. Be quite fun.
Yeah. Let's see if I can.
77 is when the third temple was built, and then the next one wasn't built till 84.
I'm sorry, it kind of garbled. When was the third temple?
The third temple was 1877,
Okay.
and then the next one wasn't until 84.
1884 becomes 4.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. When was the third temple again?
77.
1877.
Okay, so
And
there's
then 84, and then 88.
Becomes 5 in 1888.
5 in 1888, and then 93 is when it becomes 6. And then the next one's not until 1919.
5 was what year again?
5 was in 1888, 6 was 93. And then 1919 is when the next one is.
We hit 7.
1919.
7. No, not 8. 6.
Oh, whoops. That's pretty far.
1919. And this is
Oh, actually, I just thought of something to easily filter this. We can just do it by when they were technically dedicated in that filter. Or what year? Let's see.
19, 23, 27.
So we have Joseph F. Smith. So is it 1972 that we get the second one? Or the next one? Oh wait, I'm
No.
What do you mean?
1923
Is when it turns to 8.
is
okay.
8.
And then 27 is 9. And then
1945 is 10.
45 is 10.
And then 1955 is 11.
Okay.
11. 55. 56 is 12. 58 is 13.
And 14.
58 is 14.
Yep. New Zealand Temple is in 58, and the London, England Temple is in 58.
Oh, so 14, yeah.
And that goes all the way till 64.
Oh, I'm seeing all the way till 72. From 1958.
The Oakland, California temple was dedicated in 64.
64. The one that looks like, a castle.
Yeah, I wonder why it's not, because I have it listed by date here. Wait a minute. I'm not seeing a 64 on the LDS temple list. Because it goes from 1958 to 1972. The heck?
Oh, yes.
So it goes from London, England Temple to the Ogden, Utah Temple.
So once you go to location and schedules, where do you go to find all of these?
You go to find a temple, and then it gives you the name, location, and the year dedicated. And then you just filter it by dedicated. And it's showing, it's not showing in 1964. It just goes from 1958 to 1972.
1958. Yeah. Do you see the Oakland temple at all?
I don't. I was trying to look for it.
Maybe because it was rededicated.
That's probably why. I was thinking it had to do something with maybe a rededication. So Oklahoma, Oakland, California, renovation. It's technically in renovation. So it doesn't actually give a date for that one.
Okay. Well,
So do we not count it?
It 1964, so.
Yeah, let's just count it 1964. So 14 all the way to 1964. Well, let's see, 14 to 1963, 15 in 1964, and then 15 all the way up.
Okay, I thought it was 14 in 1964. Like we went from
14 in 1958 to 1963, 15 in 1964.
50. There we go.
Yep.
15, and then that goes all the way till
1972.
Yeah, 2 more in 72.
2 more in 72. So that would be 17, and then 74, 18.
74 gets 18.
And then it goes to 78, where it turns to 19.
Okay.
19.
And then is it 1980? It turns to 20.
Turns
Yes.
to 21. There's 2 in
21,
1980.
because there's 2 in 1980. Yep, 21.
Okay.
This is where it's going to get difficult. 81 is 22. And then 83, there are a bunch.
2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 in 83.
So it turns it to 28.
8.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's 6 again in 84.
So 34.
Yeah.
And that's in 1984.
Yeah.
1984. There are 6 more. So it takes us
85.
from 28 to 34.
And then there's 5 in 1998, so 39 for 1985. Sorry.
There's 39 in 1985.
Yeah, there's 5. So it goes to and so 1985 is 39, and then
Is there any in 86?
there's
there are
3.
3.
I'm saying 3, so that would be 42.
I'm sorry, when?
1986 is 42.
Okay, thank you.
87, there's just 1.
So 43.
And 43 for 88 as well. And then 89.
I'm seeing 2,
Yeah.
5,
2 and 89, and 1 and 90.
so 46 and 90,
Yes.
and that goes all the way to 93, doesn't it?
Yep. 1 more in 93.
47 and 93.
1 in 94.
So 48.
1 in 95.
Very nice.
2 in 96.
51.
That takes us to 51, right?
Does.
2 in 97.
3.
Oh, fudge. I just got myself all.
2.
Okay.
55.
98 is 2.
No, I got off kilter. Okay, so 92 is 48. 93 is 49. When do we skip to 51?
96.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're good.
97 is 53. 98 is 55. 99 has a ton. Hold on.
So
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to highlight it. It has 15. 99. So that would be 70 and 99.
Wow.
1,000.
That's the year my oldest son was born.
2,000 has even more.
wait, so 1999 is 70, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And then
Mhm.
104 in 2000.
104.
104. 104.
We go from 70 to 104. Wow.
Pretty crazy.
That's pretty fun. And then there's just,
That's the beginning of all the mini temples, wasn't it?
yeah. And then there's just 5 in 2001. So 109.
2, 5, 6. 6 in 2002.
I've got 7.
I have 7.
Okay.
So 116.
2 in
is just
2003.
3 in 2004.
So let's see.
So
It will be
118.
118 in 2003.
2004 is
how many-
121. 121 in 2004.
Thank you.
3 in 2005.
4.
124. And 6.
That's 2.
Just 2 in 2006 and 4 in 2008. So
So 2006 is 126. And then 2008, you said?
That changes again. So 2008 is 130. Two in 2009. 132.
132.
There are
1, 2, 3. I've got 4 in 2010.
4 in 2010. 2 in 2011. So
So
136.
in 2010 and 138. You said 2?
Yeah.
138 in 2011.
And then 12 is just 4. So 142. Getting up there, 2013.
So
Just one in 2013. And then 3 in 2014. So 143 and then 146.
For 2014. Yep. 2, 3, 4, 5. And I've got 5 here in 2015. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5. So
151.
yeah.
2016.
7 for 2016.
7 for 2016?
Yeah.
I just have 6.
And let's see, hold on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's 6, sorry.
It's all good.
So 155.
157.
Wait, what did we have in 2015?
151.
Oh, okay. And then
2016 is
Plus
157.
5. So that's
No.
6.
Plus 6.
Plus 6. 157.
And then 4 in 2017.
Too many numbers. I'm starting to lose it.
161 in 2017. Wow.
I feel like my list is not, because like it's not counting the renovating temples. So I'm missing a couple here and there, like when I'm counting, I think. But anyway, okay.
That's
in 2018, we haven't had any, right? Well, I guess it's just 161. Oh, well, wait a minute. Now we got to figure out
yeah.
The minuses and the
minuses, yeah.
Which is fun.
Yeah, because that's going to change all the numbers.
Because there's no way in heck we have 161 active temples currently.
Okay, so temples. Actually, wait a minute. I wonder if the Excel sheet has the temples announced, under construction.
oh,
So I have all of this information.
I lost my list. So I'm in locations and schedules on LDS.org again. I've lost my list. Where do I go from there?
Find temple, location and schedules, right? And then you go find temples.
Okay. And we just want operating, right?
Yeah, basically everything that's.
So they, on the little list, when I hit status, it says 149 for operating temples.
Okay.
So at the end of this list, we're supposed to hit 149.
Okay.
So we're about 12 off.
Okay, so
let's see. I've got the ones that are
Kirtland Temple.
I've got the ones that are under construction. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then I guess we just take out the Kirkland, right? As well.
We had to take out Nauvoo for a little while and then put it back in.
Okay. So all right. So October.
But under construction, isn't that? Don't we want the ones that are renovated? Because under construction means they're not complete yet, or
yeah. Well, it says, let's see, temples under construction, and then there's temples announced. Oh my gosh. Dedication date.
I'm gonna try something here.
Do they dedicate it before they? Do they? No, never mind. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, no, those technically aren't up yet. Oh,
So so I just copied all the information on LDS.org, and then I put a filter on it so that we could go year by year.
cool.
So I can just share with you guys how many in each year are dedicated in operating.
Is
Does that
this
make sense?
is this supposed to be a separate column, or are we just
Well,
messing with the
so
operating?
I think the problem we had with counting all of that is well, at least I used the Wikipedia that just showed all of the dedicated, but that aren't currently, it doesn't show which ones aren't currently in operations anymore. But on LDS.org, I just went to the ones that are operating currently and when they were dedicated. Does that make sense?
Okay.
And then I can just filter it out so that it'll go all the way to 2000, or not 2000, it'll go all the way to 1919. I don't know what to do before that, but if I click on 1919, there's only one, right? And so it'll just show all of the ones that are dedicated and operating.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll just share that with you guys.
Okay.
And then that way we can go through it faster, and then you guys can just tell me each year.
Just.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry. So in 1919, there was only one, right?
Okay. Wait, there was one
One.
not available, or like under.
So one that is currently operating and was dedicated in 1919.
So one currently operating.
Yeah.
So not 7?
Like
So-
I said, well, so this is where it gets a little tricky. Is it doesn't show anything. Well, let me just here. I'll just do it on.
So does dedicated mean it's like operating?
Oh gosh. Well, what I mean is, so if you go onto LDS.org, right, and you click on the one that says operating 149 temples,
Mhm.
that's the number we should have, right?
Right, but we have.
And then it'll show the year that it was dedicated,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I copied that information and put it on Excel, and then I'm filtering it so that I can just click year by year.
Mm-hmm.
And then so what you do is,
Yeah, I
so
see
in
what you're saying.
1919, if you add
There's
one,
one, and then the
Right.
1923, there's another one. 27, there's another one. Yeah.
right? Does that make sense?
I know.
And so it's not gonna show the ones that are no longer operating.
Right. Well, and also we have some before 1919.
Right. So that
So
I don't know
there's
what to do
one,
with,
two.
but you could I can go from 1919 up, and you
Right.
just add it from there.
So from at 1919
Can
we
you
had
share your
one.
screen so I can see what you're talking about? I'm sorry.
Here, I'll share it right here.
I can. Let me look and see
So you can go
anything
to,
that's in the 1800s that's still in operation.
there's 4.
In the 1800s.
Mm-hmm. So it says operating. So you go to status, you hit operating, and then you filter it. And then April 6, 1877, we have the St. George, Utah Temple. 1884 with Logan, Utah. 1888, there's the Manti.
Oh yeah. I gotcha.
1893. So we have 4 plus the 1919. So that would be 5 in 1919.
Right.
Okay.
And so I'm just gonna go from there now. And so you guys can just put it in, and I'll just tell you how many in each year. Sound good?
So we'll just start at 1919. I'm gonna
So
highlight.
1919, there was one more. So there should be 5 in 1919.
Now,
Okay.
does this list, I don't know if this list actually includes, though, everything that's technically been in, because see how it has the renovation? It says 10. Aren't we going to run into the problem where those were eventually running at one point, but since they're in renovation, it doesn't show what years they were running or dedicated?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is unreal.
You
This
know,
should not be this hard.
I say we just do it this way and not worry about the renovations, and we get the score that we get.
I agree, because this is, I mean, I've
Okay.
already been working on this for like 3
Hours.
hours. Yeah, this is just stupid. Okay.
Having a time sucker.
All right, so 1919.
You should have 5 in 1919.
Yep.
Okay.
There's one more in 1923.
Okay.
We become 6 and
Six.
23.
Right? Then there should be 7 in 1927. So there's one more in 1927. So you should have 7 now.
Okay.
There's one more in 45.
Okay, hold on. So 7. So
1927 was 7.
1945 should be 8.
Okay.
1955, there's one more.
Oh, hold on a second. 1944. So 1945, there's 8.
Correct.
1955, there's 9, you said?
There's one, so you should have 9.
In 1955.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's one in 1956.
10.
So that's 10.
There's one in 1958. 2 in 1958, sorry.
So 12 in 1958.
Correct. 2 in 1972.
Okay, hold on.
So 14, 1972.
1 in 1978.
15.
Okay.
1 in 1980.
Okay.
Okay.
6 in 1983.
So that would be, wait, so
So that's 22 in 1983.
1980 was 16, right?
Yes.
I'm not.
19.
Okay.
There was just one dedicated in 1980. That's all I know.
Okay, perfect. And
And
then,
then 6 dedicated in 1983.
perfect. So that would be 2082. Okay.
6 dedicated in 1984.
That would be 28. Okay.
5 dedicated in 1985.
That's 33.
33.
3 dedicated in 1986.
36.
So 36.
2 dedicated in 1989.
Okay, so that will be 38.
1 dedicated in 1990.
So that's 39 in 1990.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
1 dedicated in 1993. 1 dedicated in 1994.
Okay, so 40 in 93, 41 in 94.
1 dedicated in 95.
95 is 42. Okay.
2 dedicated in 1996.
44.
2 dedicated in 1997.
46, 97.
46. Sure.
2 dedicated in 1998.
8. Okay,
1 second, sorry.
you're good.
I'm gonna reset that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh gosh, this is a lot. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. 14 in 1999.
Okay, so that will be 52.
No,
Or,
14.
sorry, 62.
Yeah, 62.
Okay, and then 2000. In 2000.
15. Hold on. $31 in 2000.
Okay, so 93. Okay.
5 in 2001.
98.
98. Yeah.
6 in 2002.
104.
4.
2 in 2003.
106. Okay.
3 in 2004.
9.
109.
3 in 2005.
12. Okay.
Thank you.
2 in 2006.
114. Okay.
4 in 2008.
118.
2 in 2009.
Hold on a second. Oh, there wasn't any in 2007 that were dedicated, right?
No.
Okay, so 118 in 2008 or 2008. Okay.
And then
And then
2 in
120 in 2009.
correct.
Okay.
4 in 2010.
Okay.
2 in 2011.
6. Okay.
4 in 2012.
30.
130.
1 in 2013.
131.
3 in 2014.
Excuse me.
4.
5 in 2015.
39. Okay.
6 in 2016.
145. Okay.
And
145, right?
then 4 in 2017.
There it is. 149.
Oh gosh.
And we just
Okay.
have to go back from that other date.
Yeah. So let's see. There's one up to 87. There's one in 80. So
Ooh.
77. 1877. There's one. Before that, there wasn't any.
1877, there's 1. Do we have to put, yeah, I'm not even gonna worry about it. Hold on.
So why is it
So-
only one in 1877?
Don't know, but I'm just gonna blame it on the info.
I wish we knew when like the Kirtland and the Nauvoo were no longer operating,
hmm
because we know when they were dedicated. So 1 in 1877.
Yep.
And then when do I get to 2?
It's 1884.
84, there's 2.
hmm And then 88. There's 3.
88, there's 3.
How long does it stay 3?
Stays 3 till 93.
And then there's 4.
Yep. 493.
And then 1919 is when it jumps.
Yep. To 5.
1919 is 5. Okay.
I'll just share my screen with you so you can just start getting everything. Actually, I think I'm still sharing.
No, I can't see it.
Oh, okay, hold on. Boop. Let's see, is it there now? Oh, wait, hold on, no. See screen 1. Okay, you see it now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Okay,
Nice.
so yeah.
1919, there's 5. 23, 6.
Let's say, okay, so we went back to 1877 and took us back to 1, but there's got to be a 1 to 1 earlier.
Yeah, because of Kirkland.
Kirtland is built in 1836.
and then it was
Got to figure
burned.
out when. I mean, probably when they left Kirtland is when we can call it.
Yeah.
Get back to LDS.org.
Well, I guess technically the site takes that into account. Maybe, I don't know.
All right, can you scroll up now? I'm at 45.
So I'll put 45 right at the top. There you go.
I'm just going to type in LDS.org. When did the Saints leave Kirtland?
There you go.
Okay, so here we go. Warning from Kirtland. This was in the Ensign in 1989. Approximately 2 years after the prophet Joseph Smith dedicated the Kirtland Temple, more than 1,600 Latter-day Saints abandoned that house of the Lord.
And then what year was it dedicated?
1836.
So 1838 is when they abandoned it?
That's what it says.
Okay. Because I don't even think I have any operating there. Technically.
Oh gosh.
By the end of July 1838, church members had almost entirely abandoned Kirtland. So it has to be 1838.
Yeah.
So then we go to 0 in 1839 until Nauvoo's built.
Mm-hmm. Dedicated. Which,
So 1839 is 0 until when?
let's see, whenever Nauvoo was built, and then shortly after Nauvoo was built, they got driven out again.
All right, I'm on 1986 now.
Okay. Put that to the top. Let's see, 1886. There you go.
Perfect.
Okay, I'll be right back real quick.
Okay.
The Nauvoo Temple. I wonder if it's the same year that it was set fire by arsons and or the tornado destroyed it. I'll have to look.
Yeah. That's the hard thing is the Nauvoo Temple. There were 3 different times that it had to be rededicated.
Oh, whoops. You're still copying. Sorry.
You're all good.
Oh, dang it.
Okay, so 1844 is when it was first built, but when, so, when did the arson happen and when did the, do we count the tornado? Is that's when, or
I don't know.
I'll have to look.
I think we should just use what's just on LDS.org.
I'm in a talk about the Nauvoo Temple
Oh, awesome.
from 1996, so I'm looking.
Gotcha.
104, 106, 109.
Okay, so 1844, the rooms were so it actually wasn't finished in 1844, but it was dedicated. Rooms of the temple were being dedicated as they were completed, so the ordinance work could happen. So that's 1844.
Okay.
All right. I'd finished it, so you're good to scroll wherever you want.
Cool. Okay. Okay, so 1844 is when it was technically dedicated.
It was when it was technically dedicated. At the moment, I'm January of 1846. Brigham Young wrote anxiety. I'm working on it.
So just going back real quick. So 1836, the Kirtland Temple was dedicated, but then only 2 years. Is that right?
Yeah,
Years.
So 1836 and 1837.
Yeah, and I just put 38 as well.
I put 38 because it, yeah.
Okay.
So I stayed.
And then
So 39 to 43 is 0, and then 44 is 1. 1844 is 1. I'm looking for. I'm up to 1846. I'm working on when it's closed.
Gotcha.
So we have one temple in 1844 through 46, at least.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I would just say whenever the Saints got driven out. So what year was that?
By the end of the year. So by the end of 1846, the temple stood unused. A tornado destroyed it in 1850.
Okay.
So
1846 is the number.
Yeah.
So 1 from 1844 to 1846. And then we can
and then go back to 0 again until we hit 1877.
Yep. That seems about right.
And then we'll just leave it at that.
Yep, that sounds good to me. Now we just need to make the graphs.
Yeah.
Which shouldn't be too bad now.
Well, let's not speak too soon.
Yeah. So let's see. Insert. Oh, wait. There we go. So
How are we? I don't know what graph we're going to use for.
Oh, so do we just leave? So it's still 149 because it's 2018. We just leave it at 149 for 2018 and then leave the rest of it blank.
Okay, so this is what we can do.
He had given us information on that. I don't remember what he said.
I would just do this. Let's see.
Oh gosh.
We can still make the charts without having it filled in, and if we add it in afterwards, after we get off, we can all watch the video and see what he tells us again.
Just real quick, what graph are you guys gonna do for from basically from 1830 to 2018?
I mean, we could technically use anything. So here, I'll share my screen.
Well, the hard thing is we want it to look professional, right, and for the graph to be readable. But that's so many dates that
it is. So
it's difficult to read,
Yeah,
I don't know if there's a graph that would be perfect for that, or.
So here we go. We got this. I'm screen sharing, by the way. We got this.
Right.
Okay, then we'll go to insert. So, nope. That one's not too bad. Let's
Which
try.
one? Oh, there it
So
is.
there's like so I like this one too.
Yeah.
Not bad.
That one and that one shows an increase, right, from the beginning towards the end.
Yeah.
It's the second graph that we're gonna have to make that concerns me a little bit.
Yeah, so let's see. We can probably just do that one. Oops. And then we can maybe do some cool filtering or something like
Yeah, make it real fancy.
And
Change the wording to white.
yeah. Ooh, that's not what I wanted.
Yeah, you changed the area.
Change the fill, didn't I? Okay, there we go. The heck?
When she,
Come on. White. There we go.
yeah.
Boom, there.
And ooh, this is gonna be interesting.
I think you can just click on it and do it.
So let's see.
So, yeah. And then just click on the A.
That's
No,
fill. There
Yeah.
we go. And
there you go.
there we go.
I'm just curious how you guys are gonna do the second one.
All right, so now let's go to the second one. So the second one we do total number of temples that are operating in each year, starting in the year 1825. So we have 1825, and we'll have just like a few extra. We'll say there, and then
You can just click Control and right.
yeah, actually, because we want to go basic. Oh shoot! Hold on a second. Control Shift.
Control Shift right and then Control Shift down. You get the whole thing.
Oh crap!
vice
Okay,
versa.
Control Shift up.
And then right.
Well, let's see. Yeah, I guess I can just. Okay. Oh my gosh!
It doesn't like you right now.
It doesn't. Hold on. All the way over.
Oh,
Okay, let's do this again.
there you go.
And then there's a
Yeah,
lot of dates.
Yeah, I think those charts are gonna be the best. The just bar graphs, but it just like shows.
Right here.
Yeah, it just shows so much.
Well, make it, make the table a little bigger and
Oh, yeah, some of those are a little weird. Ooh, maybe. Actually.
Maybe recommended charts will show what.
That's a good one. That's actually a really good one.
That is, yeah.
The line graph.
it's a line one. Yep.
Actually, I kind of like this one too.
Yeah,
Stacked
there we
area.
go. There we go.
I think the stacked area is pretty good.
Sure.
Let's do that.
Perfect. Sweet. So basically all we have to do is make those graphs and make them look pretty, and then we're good, right? Or was there other stuff that we were supposed to do?
No, I'm pretty sure this is it. I mean, let's see. Second graph, above with plus temples dedicated in all prior years. This graph should be commutative or show over time. Please not include temples that have been announced or are currently under construction, which we did not. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, basically that's it. And we just gotta
That's not the right one.
same format. So
Temple information can be found online.
You did recommended. Is that what you did?
yeah, recommended.
Okay.
I thought I had the
Well,
right one. It wasn't.
The graph part wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
It's just the stinking sorting all the information.
The graph part takes 5 minutes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
All right. Well,
Okay, guys.
I need to go pick up my fiance.
Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta
Perfect
feed
timing.
my child. So,
Mine at least are old enough to handle that on their own.
yeah, I know. That would be nice. So
So how do we? Last time I just had the link. How do we attach this in?
I'll post it in chat, so you can just
Okay.
copy and paste it from chat.
Perfect. All right. Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Later, guys.
Oh wait,